flowing through our filters. All right, everybody, welcome back to the ranch. We are here. It is a new week. I'm actually gonna go out in the garage here, flip some lights on, because I can't see a darn thing, I tell you. Ooh, it's warm in here, guys. Oh, it is so nice to have some heat. Can I plug a light in? Oh! So, we have a lot of stuff going this week. I will give you guys a recap. Water heater, water filtration, furnace. Drywall's done in here except for the exterior walls right there. We still gotta finish exterior walls, but honestly, I'm not even stressing out about this garage right now because I don't need to have the garage finished in order to move into the house. We have a bunch of the plumbing done. We got all of our sinks all done in. All of our venting right here. Still need to put in a drain for the dog washing station. Everything here for the kids' bathroom is all done in. The one thing that's gonna be a little confusing and I have to do a little more research is going to be this loop vent that we need to do for the island. Pretty much what that does is it circulates the air back just in a big loop, in a big circle essentially, and then sends it out to a vent that will be in another wall because of course we don't want to have a vent sticking up directly out of the middle of our island. That would look really, really stupid. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do the loop vent. I just have to make sure of how I put that together. I wanna make sure I do it all right. There's that needs to get done, but our water lines are right there, so we don't gotta worry about that. And then if we head on over to the master bathroom and kind of see what's going on here. We've got this all done. I just need to shoot the vent up there. We got our vent for our toilet right there. And then we'll put another vent right here for the tub and shower together. We're pretty much good to go here. I've got about a quarter of the piping in the basement or in the crawl space all done. So that's gonna be my goal today is I'm gonna get down there and I'm gonna try and finish all of the piping so I can hook the drain pipes up to the main septic line. So I have a line that stubs into the wall that's 4-inch, reduced down to 3-inch. We're using all 3-inch for all of our drain lines, are using some 2-inch for some of the ones that we can use 2-inch for. My goal is by the end of the week to have a toilet working here and a sink working here. We also will have spigots on the outside working. I'm hoping we can get that all, the water heater and everything is well hooked up this week. That way it's just, we don't even have to worry about it. We just have water here. Anyway, that's about where we're at, guys. I'm gonna go check on something outside and then we're gonna get going in the basement and start doing some plumbing. All right, everybody, so we are down here. We are in the crawl space underneath the house here. We got a dehumidifier right there going, and we've got some fans in here. We're really just trying to circulate some air and get rid of some moisture in here. It's pretty damp down here. I've had this dehumidifier running all weekend, and it looks worlds better down here. So we'll probably run this dehumidifier nonstop for like the next 2 months. We'll keep the fans running just to circulate. I brought another fan today, so we can actually have another fan under here. We will get the waterproofing all done here. There's the sump basin. I just wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to put the sump pump yet. And so that actually is going to help us because I was originally gonna put the sump pump right here. And then I decided actually to put it over by where the inlet is for the septic line. But it's just been so wet. All this snow melted. We had about 2 feet of snow, maybe a little more. And everything melted in like a week. And there's so much water. They closed the roads up here. It was just yucky. That's why there's so much extra moisture down here. And we don't have it graded. There's no grass out there. That'll change as we start doing more work here at the house. I'll just show you guys what I'm gonna do for now. So this is the main drain line. This is a 3-inch ABS line. So we're gonna hang it all the way up and attach it into, it's right over there. That's where the septic line comes into the house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hang this whole main line first, get it all leveled out, and then we can cut in some of our T's to run off to different areas. So this main line will just keep running that right through here. Then we have another one right here, which will go over this way towards our other toilet. And then the other toilet is over there. That's for the kids' bathroom. Once we have all of this main line hooked up and leveled, it'll be really simple then now to get in here and just cut in our extra line, pop them in, level those ones out, and we're good. So we're gonna get going on this and try and get as much of this as we can done with the little bit of time I got, guys. so I am back here down in the crawl space. So we're actually gonna connect our last 3-inch piece into the line that goes directly into our septic tank now. All I did was foam around it for now. I'm actually gonna cut all that foam out, and I'm gonna use a product called Water Stop, which is a concrete, even if water is flowing through it, it will still set. I don't know exactly how it works, but I've used it before when I used to do basement waterproofing. As you can tell, we've had a little bit of water running through the foam. I was hoping that the foam would seal good enough, but it obviously didn't. I'm not gonna deal with that right now, but we will cut that out and fill that whole thing with Water Stop. I was able to get everything leveled out. We're at a 1/4-inch slope. I did use the laser. There's a laser line, and so I was able to use the tape measure to bump into the bottom of the pipe and find exactly where my 1/4 inch per foot slope is. We are going to finish this last connection right here, and then we're gonna hop over. We'll probably cut in our T, or our Y, sorry, our Y for the toilet in the kids' bathroom right here. I believe I need 1 or 2 more 3-inch couplers to actually be able to finish this completely. I'm just gonna show you guys getting this last piece done, and that's pretty exciting. That's huge. That's a huge, huge, huge part of this project. All right, so this is all cleaned out nice. The exterior line was already previously inspected by the plumbing inspectors, so that's all good. So I know that everything is all good here. Now I just gotta connect into this thing. We're gonna go directly right into there, and then we are going to hook up the coupler right over here. But we're gonna turn the camera for you. All glued up here. We're gonna get this piece all connected. And it's a messy job here working with the ABS glue. Oh, got it all over my hand. Dang it, there we go. If you're ever worried, you can always just take a little bit of extra glue on the outside of the joint and make sure you got a good, nice layer just like that. Guys, we are connected. We are connected to our septic tank. Finally, how amazing is that? This is so exciting, dudes, ladies. Dudettes, this is our main line here. So it goes here. I still need to put some more hangers in here. We are required every 4 feet minimum to have hangers, so I'll probably do them every 40 inches. I just want to make sure when the inspector comes, everything's all good. So, all right, everybody, I want to apologize. It is the next day. I was so rudely interrupted last night by camera battery dying again, but here we are. I just want to go back and show you kind of what we got all done yesterday. We have all of our water lines hooked up except for 2 of them, and those ones I just wasn't sure where I was going to put them. Figured out exactly how I want to do it now, so I can run those 2 water lines today. We also have all of our water lines here stubbed out. This is our cold water line going into the house right there. That is our hot water line going into the house. This water line is actually part of the loop for the recirculation pump for our hot water heater. So this will get reattached up into the hot water heater. This 1-inch line right here, this is our water main. So this will get elbowed up directly into the water filtration system. Then it'll tee off and go up into the water heater and then down into the cold water into the house. We're not doing any sort of water softener in this house. Soft water is kind of a pain in the butt for B when she's washing diapers and stuff. So it's just easier to just have all the minerals filtered out, and then she can adjust her soap levels to whatever she wants it to be. So we're gonna work on some of this just a little bit later. I do have the gas line, so we can hook up the gas line up into the water heater. We can hook up the outlet for the water heater and actually plug the water heater in. No matter what, we will not fire the water heater up today because I do need to do some venting here. And then again, we gotta do the same thing for the furnace as well. But things are happening. We got some stuff going on inside. So I'm gonna bring you inside, show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna actually work on what's called the loop vent. It's for the kitchen island that we have in here because we don't want a vent going straight up out of our kitchen island for the sink. We are gonna have to do what is called a loop vent. I'm going to put the top part here together first because it'll be a little easier to do that. And then we'll go underneath and connect everything and connect it into the main drain line. Let's do it. to share something really cool here with you guys. This is a tool that I really like. Not a new tool per se, but it is a newer style of tool. That's what I was trying to say. I have a hole saw kit here for drilling all of my holes for my plumbing, whatever, anything I need to drill bigger holes. Typically, they're kind of a pain in the butt. Whenever you want to change one, you got to go through the whole process of getting all these out and messing with them. And they're just, it's irritating. So I found this new Milwaukee kit, and I will have B put the link in the description below, but I really like this one because it's very simple to put together. So you have, this is just a collar right here, just like this. You put it in, and you can purchase more of these collars, and that's what I'm going to do. I have a few right now, but I'm gonna purchase enough so I have one for each one of these, because this goes on to a quick release. And yes, I will have B put the link in the description to this Makita whole hog. It's not called a whole hog, but it's just the Milwaukee version is called a whole hog. So this has a quick release right here. See, there's a little quick release collar. Even the bit here, you can see has a quick release on it. So you can get that bit in there, and then also you just take this and slide it right on, pop it in there, quick release. When you want to change out, if you have enough collars for all of your hole saws, you just pop it out, pop the next size on that you need, and boom, good to go. See how efficient that is instead of having to switch out pieces all the time? And then if you break your bit, you just have a few extra bits. There you go. You don't have to deal with using the little Allen wrench keys, which are just a kind of a pain in the butt. So I really like this one, and this one is a Milwaukee brand. I'm sure there's some other brands that have a quick release. I'm sure there has to be. But I really like this one. I use these all the time for all sorts of stuff. Use them for drilling through drywall, for drilling through your plates, for running electrical stuff. That is my tool of the day, guys. Go check it out. I will make sure that B puts the link in the description. So if you guys are interested in getting either this or any of the other tools that I have, I will put a whole list of different tools in the description below. And if you're interested, go check them out on Amazon and go purchase them, because there you go. All right, guys, so I have this main part of the loop vent done. It's gonna go straight down, but I realized I have a floor joist right there, so I had to double 45 over to just get over a little bit more. Essentially, we've got a clean out right here. We've got our drain line T right here, and then typically your vent would go straight up. That allows air to pull through. So first of all, it keeps you from having gurgling sounds, but it also keeps the smell down. Because we can't go vertical, we're doing what's called a loop vent. This goes like this, and then attaches into our drain line. But then our drain line right here will run across over into our main line. Then there will be another line that is the vent that goes over, and then we'll go up another wall. So essentially all we're doing really here is just creating a way for air to get sucked in, essentially. So I know it's really confusing. It took me a while to wrap my head around what was actually going on here. The upstairs here is done. So now we can head underneath the house and try and tie this in to the main line. So we're gonna get going on that here in just a minute. So as you can see, we are almost all hooked up here. I am going to bracket all of these pipes up. They're not just gonna be hanging here. I just wanted to get everything up, see where all the pipes sit, and then I can get the right brackets put in place to kind of hold everything nice and tight. I need 3 fittings here in order to get the rest of this all hooked up. Actually, I might have that one. Maybe I might only need 2. Right here, this is our hot water line coming out. This is our cold water line going in right here. And then right here, that is the one for the recirculation pump line. So that is that line right here. Essentially, like every half hour or so, it circulates hot water to whatever the water heater is set. So I could set it up to 140 degrees. Probably won't do that because I don't want to burn my hands off every time I use the sink.
Oh, it's a deep burn.
Every half hour, it recirculates so that you have hot water a little quicker than if you just had a regular on-demand brand hot water heater that needs to pump all of that cold water out of the line first and then into your faucet. That's really why I like this model of Navian the best. That way you don't have to have an exterior recirc pump on this. It's all built into this. Don't gotta worry about it. That's it. Like I said, I need to get a couple more fittings here, and then I also need right here, this right there is the line for the condensate line, which I do actually have to put a drain in and connect that into the drain for the rest of the house, which is what I'm actually gonna do on the furnace as well. Right now, we're just filling up a bucket of water. This line right here will actually drain into another ABS line that will hook up into the rest of the drains in our house, so we don't have to worry about having a separate little pump to pump it up and out of here anywhere or pump it over to a slop sink over there. It literally will just drain down in through the septic and the leach field, and that's it. I did get that loop vent done and all attached. Actually, maybe I can bring you in here. So that's the actual loop. I was going to bring it over here into this wall right here behind the fridge, but because of the floor joist and the height of everything and the lines, I was unable to put it there, so I had to actually come straight over here. This is behind the stove actually. So this is the vent right here, the loop vent for the island. So that is actually our vent right there. For the most part, everything else is pretty much ready to go here. Monday morning, I'll be able to hook that up, and I'm gonna put a few more shutoffs in here. I'm actually gonna put a shutoff right here in the water main in here. If in an emergency case I ever had to shut it off, I don't actually have to run under the house to shut it off. I can just come out here and go turn it off. Right here, we have a shutoff for the cold going into the water heater, so I don't need to have one here. And then the hot water coming out, we have a shutoff here. Also, we can actually hook up a hose here to the hot water. So like say I wanted to pressure wash something in the driveway, I can just hook up a hose right here. Whatever hot water the temperature is set to here, I can run that through the pressure washer. Same thing with the cold water. I just can hook a hose up right here. We do have the hot and cold water spigots on the outside of the house, but they're not accessible from right here in the garage. So this allows us to hook up right in the garage. It works really, really well. Hey, what do you think, Cece?
I don't know what I'm doing, Dad. I'm just a crazy person. Oh, I'm just gonna get in your way again. Just get in your way.
This dog just loves to get in my way. She's the one that keeps me from going insane. And I mean, you guys do too, because I have to talk to you. But if I was here by myself without you guys and her, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the ranch. My name is Sam.
And I'm Alex.
We have some pretty cool things going on. I got the rest of those fittings, so we're gonna get this water heater hooked up today. I have a few more vent pipes and drain lines to put in this week, but that will get inspected hopefully next Monday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have the electrical inspector come back in and just check my one little thing I had to fix here, which means we are gonna be good to close in all of the walls in this house by next week. We're getting the stove in the house right now as we speak. Alex is getting some stuff prepped and ready, and we are gonna go and get that thing out of the trailer, get it in the house, and oh man, is it beautiful. What do you think, Alex? How beautiful is that stove?
It's pretty amazing, but it'll look that much better once it's in here, not in the trailer.
That's what I said. Well, that went particularly well.
Wow, we used our brains.
We worked smarter, not harder. We're smart.
50% of the time, every time.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
This is the pride and joy of this house. But, woo-wee! We got double ovens. I still haven't taken everything out of here. Throw this in here. Look at that. That's it, guys. This is our new oven. Probably my favorite part about this thing is we have a rotisserie built in to the oven, which means I can do rotisserie chickens here.
I know where I'm eating dinner every night.
Yeah. This is a really big oven, tons of settings, which we know nothing about. And this is a natural gas range, but I do have the kit to turn it into propane. But yeah, so this is our setup, guys. This is Bee's pride and joy for her kitchen. We're gonna cover it back up so it doesn't get damaged.
I just capped off this hot and cold water line. That was the final step before we can test the entire water system and see what we messed up on.
Holy moly, guys, we are going to turn the water onto this house. I am scared hoopless because I have no idea what's going to happen. We're gonna take a minute here and just take a breather, and then Alex is gonna go under the house and we're just gonna listen and flip on one thing at a time and
See what happens.
hopefully we don't flood our house. We're gonna let some water flow, guys. We're gonna let it flow. Let it go, let it go. I think Alex is embarrassed by me. Anyway, let's get this done, guys. This is super exciting. Big things happening here at the ranch. All right, everybody, so I have Alex here on the phone.
I am in the crawl space down by the main shutoff.
Okay, all right, we're gonna get this guy going, guys, so let's see what happens. Alex, go ahead, give it open it all the way. Oh, water is flowing through our filters. We have 60 PSI coming through all of these filters, which is good. All right, so everything seems to be looking good, guys.
I don't hear anything down here, which is good.
Yes, the filters are all filled up. We have 60 PSI running through all of our gauges, which is exactly where everything is supposed to be. Now we're gonna take the main shutoff that goes into the cold water lines right here. It goes in the filter system and down and out into the main water line. So Alex, are you ready? Start where the water line here comes into the underside of the house. Where? Master bathroom? Okay, hold on. All right, everybody, we had a leak, but it's just a bad fitting. So we got that all replaced under there. And now we are going to double check and make sure everything is still all good. So 3, 2, 1.
No leak on the repair fitting.
Okay, so the repair fitting is A-okay, everybody. I think we're good then. So as it looks right now, everything is A-okay. We got the water filters are all filled up. Did realize that we forgot to hook up one water line in the master bathroom for the cold line. Don't know if we have enough 3/4 inch clamps to do it. So we're gonna just let it be for now. But I think we're gonna go outside and check on the water lines to the outside of the house and see what happens. Okay, let's go and check. Oh, this is on. That's why it's running.
That works.
Well, obviously, this works. This one's slightly leaking, but I think that's just because it's open a little bit. Oh my goodness, guys. We have water at our property. Not just water at the property, we have water in the house. How awesome is that? What do you think, dude?
I'm just super glad we only had one leak and we did everything right so far.
Me too. This is pretty awesome, guys. Super exciting. So anyway, guys, that is where we're at for the day. We are running out of space on this camera right now. So that is probably where we're gonna leave it. I still have a little bit of drain lines and venting to finish. I should be ready by Monday to get our inspection, which is gonna be super awesome. But that's where we're gonna leave it for the week, guys. But don't forget to hit the
Subscribe and like button and check out Black Mountain 208 social media.
Yes.
Cool things on the way.
All right, guys, that's where we're at. So we will see you guys later. And until next time.